Hey guys, welcome to another installment of Harry Potter Theory. Like the last video where we talked about Voldemort's 5 most powerful spells, here we will be discussing Dumbledore's 5 most powerful spells and abilities. Voldemort and Dumbledore have both proven themselves to be exceedingly powerful, so I thought that this video might contrast well with the last. Dumbledore has shocked us time and time again with his impressive magical arsenal, comprised of a multitude of talents. Here, I'm going to rank his top 5 skills, in my opinion anyway. This was a particularly hard list to make because Dumbledore is so powerful in so many different ways. Anyway, let's get started. Number 5. Silent Apparition. The ability to apparate is powerful magic and difficult to achieve, but it is by no means unique to Dumbledore. However, what would be considered extreme mastery of apparition is the ability to apparate silently. The only other known wizard to achieve equal mastery of this ability is Dumbledore's dark rival, Voldemort. Silent apparition is the exact same as regular apparition, with the exception that it is exceedingly quiet. The ability to apparate is of course a means of transportation in the wizarding world, allowing you to instantly transport or teleport to your desired location. The ability to travel anywhere in an instant without making a sound is a truly invaluable and powerful ability, earning its place on this list. Number 4. Occlumency. Occlumency is the practice of magically closing one's mind against legilimency, which involves navigating through people's minds to access their thoughts and feelings, sometimes even influencing them. Like Lord Voldemort, Dumbledore is a master occlumens and legilimens, but because of his nature, he is far more likely to primarily use the former. At the basic level, an occlumens in the event of a mind infiltration will simply clear their mind so that it is blank and empty. This ability gets far more advanced when the occlumens changes their thought patterns in order to confuse the legilimens, creating faux memories and a contrived mentality that is intended to deceive the legilimens. Occlumency is considered to be a rare and difficult skill, and Dumbledore is probably one of the best at it, given that infiltrating his mind was seemingly never even an option for Voldemort. Number 3. Expecto patronum, the disillusionment charm, and charms in general. Dumbledore is a master of charms and uses them almost excessively throughout the films and books. Dumbledore took his newts, or nastily exhausting wizarding tests, on charms, and his examiner, Professor Marchbanks, expressed that Dumbledore did things with a wand that they'd never seen before. His ability to perform charms eventually earned him the title of Grand Sorcerer. Dumbledore is perhaps the most adept wizard at casting the notably difficult Patronus charm, and is said to hold the power of choosing which type of Patronus he wants to cast, corporeal or incorporeal. Often if you can think of something, there will be a charm for it, and if you're in search of how to perform said charm, then Dumbledore is your man. Another equally useful charm that Dumbledore is able to cast is the disillusionment charm, which causes the target to take on the exact colors and textures of their environment, much like a chameleon. The result is that you are basically invisible. Some other notable charms that Dumbledore is able to perform include arresto momentum, or the slowing charm, which slows the falling velocity of an object, as well as pietotum locomotor, which brings inanimate or unmoving objects to life. Number 2. Transfiguration. Dumbledore is of course a master at transfiguration, which is defined as the art of changing the form or appearance of an object or person. Dumbledore was a professor of transfiguration at Hogwarts for a period of time, and in his schoolboy days exhibited extreme comprehension of transfiguration when taking his newts. Transfiguration is a particularly complex branch of magic that can go quite wrong if performed incorrectly. There are several branches of transfiguration, most notably cross-species transfiguration and human transfiguration. It has been heavily speculated that transfiguration is a more difficult skill to master than something like charms, despite charms having a wide range of functions. Number 1. Firestorm with Partis Temporis. Firestorm, otherwise known as Lasso of Flames, is an incantation that produces a large ring of fire from the caster's wand. When the caster moves, the ring of fire moves with them, which will effectively ward off anyone trying to hurt them. While the ring of fire circles them, the caster also holds the ability to shoot individual jets or balls of flames at their opponents. This ability pairs well with Partis Temporis, which allows a gap in the flames for the caster to safely pass through. Dumbledore used this spell to ward off the masses of Inferi who were guarding the Horcrux. Even in his weakened state, this spell proved to be more than enough to serve its purpose. Because of this massively powerful spell's ability to defend against large numbers of enemies, I think that it deserves this placing on a list. A massively honorable mention is Dumbledore's mastery of the dark arts, which he chooses not to use out of principle. What do you guys think? Do you agree with this list? Is there something glaringly obvious that I've missed? If so, please let me know down in the comment section below. And remember, help will always be given at Hogwarts to those who deserve it.